somebody from the Hudson Bay decided they stayed over here in the winter with the Métis settlement, the hunters, because it was close proximity to Fort Carleton. Then it's about 1870, I guess, the original town started, which was about, it would be a little bit south, west of here, along the lake.
There was people here before, but it was not formed yet, or parishes formed or anything. They just people that came in, and then when there was enough, I guess they made a parish. That was 1871. The first shot was done here about 3 miles out, and Grandma always talked about that, you know, because they were not even fighting. They shot that guy, and I always kind of caught me. Why was he shot then if they were not fighting, you know, and stuff like that? Well, I guess they were going to fight, but then he dug in his pocket for something else, and he thought he was going for a gun, and they shot at him. They killed him. So, but it was not much a real battle. We'll say they kind of shocked themselves, I guess, what happened, and then that quit there. So they called that the first shot, and it was the first shot and done.
Once the railroad moved past here, then the town was moved closer to the railroad. Duck Lake was actually a center where immigration took place. Everybody who came in that had to be going through the immigrations came to Duck Lake because it was the immigration office for the area.
They come here to make a better life for themselves, because where they were just not that good either, you know. When they came here, the huge parcels of land, they thought they were in seventh heaven, I would guess.
The town was booming for a while. It had a long list of businesses. There were fires at the time that destroyed a lot of these businesses. There are some that have been rebuilt. There's a few houses that are existent from the original Duck Lake. Town kind of prospered for the simple reason that the railroad passed here, as compared to Batoche or Saint Laurent.
There was just them two stores and the beer parlor. Of course, we never did go there, so the women were not allowed in the beer parlor in them days. And there was not sidewalks, there were just boardwalks, what they call boardwalk. And, you know, it was not established like it is today. But now today, there's quite a bit of change. And everything is motorized. There's very seldom you see a horse pulling a buggy or anything like that. It kind of evolved into a very semi-modern town, I'll call it, you know, because it's not like the cities, the busy bustling of a city.
I like Duck Lake because we still have small town attitude and the small town caring people. We take care of each other. The community looks after each other as far as, you know, the kids and the businesses and the schools, and, you know, whether it's a birth or a death or something, people are always there. So, I mean, it's got that small town aspect. But it's also, we're very fortunate that we are right in between two larger centers. So like, I feel we've got the best of both worlds. If I want to go do something, I'm less than an hour away from larger centers. You know, Saskatoon to the south and Prince Albert to the north.
I've always maintained since I'm here that it doesn't matter whether you're from Duck Lake, whether you're French, Métis, First Nations, Ukrainian, German. It doesn't matter what your religion or nationality is. What we have to do is, in order to be successful, we have to work together as a community. And a community is not just the town itself, it's everything that's surrounding it. People say, "Oh, Duck Lake, that's near, near Batoche or near Fort Carleton," and that's when you can start actually talking about the history of the area.
We can sort of go out from each direction, and you can take days to go see everything in the area here, and that's makes it interesting. I mean, I haven't seen everything that I need to see, and I've been here for 20-some years, and you know, we can take a drive up north to up by Prince Albert and see the things there, and go out west to the river and east to the river, and yeah, we're very fortunate that we have all of that history here. Very rich area in history.
It was the first battle, March, and then there was Fish Creek in April, and Batoche in May. So it's kind of a hub of the historical renaissance of the battles. So it's kind of a full circle, and you got to go the full circle to get the full story.
Tourism is the way to keep that history alive and to keep alive what we've learned from history. We have the murals, we have our interpretive center, we have Fort Carlton and Batoche close by, and all of that is a big part of this area and this community.